Hello and welcome to Faithfully Stampin' with Jennifer Helm. I am Jennifer Helm, the Faithful Stamper, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Today I have for you a very quick and simple card that is a beautiful way to showcase designer series paper, especially designer series paper that you like both sides of. This card features our designer series paper, which usually we make a focal point of our card. This card actually uses it as the card base. So here's the card we're going to make today, and you can see that the card itself is made with the designer series paper, and we're just going to decorate the front and add some pizzazz to the inside. And I've got a very quick and easy card along with an envelope with matching designer series paper. So let me show you how to make this. The paper I am using is from our He's the Man suite. It's a great suite of paper, lots of different manly prints that cover lots of different areas, camping, grilling, all things manly, right? So beautiful piece of paper here. This is 8.5 inches long by 5.5 inches tall. And all you need to do is score it on the long side, that 8.5 inch side, at 4 1/4. Just like you'd be making a regular card base. The thing to be very, very careful about is when you score your card, because typically we're used to scoring cardstock, and I kind of go to town when I do my scoring. I want to make sure I get a nice crisp line. If I were to do that on the paper here, I tear it in a heartbeat. And I caution you because I've done that many a time myself. So just score it gently when you're making your card base. And as I said, you need to have paper that you like both the inside and the outside of the card. Now we're going to start with the inside, and I'm just coordinating colors. So I have a piece of mint macaron that is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm simply going to glue this to the inside of my card. No special adhesive needed, just one that cooperates. If you use liquid glue as your preferred adhesive, you might want to go a little light on it, just so you don't oversaturate your paper. Next up, I have a panel of basic white. This is 5 by 3 3/4. And we are going to stamp on this and then add a little accent. So, misplaced my stamps for a minute. There we go. I am using Early Espresso ink, and I decided this is going to be an anniversary card. So I'm going to stamp my happy anniversary here at the top, just like that. I think I'm going to flip that over. It looks a little crooked. We'll see if I can do a better job this time. That's better, I think. All right. Now that I've done my stamping, which I always do first, just in case I do make a mistake like I did just there, I'm going to add a strip of designer series paper that is 3 3/4 inches long, just the same width as my panel of white. The width is up to you, or the height, really. You can use 1/2 inch like I'm doing here. You can go up to about 1 1/4 inches without taking up too much space. So it's completely up to you how wide you want that to be. I'm bringing over my silicone mat so that I can put glue on the back of this without mucking up my work surface. So I'm going to put this at the bottom. And then I'm going to glue this inside the card. And one great feature of this He's the Man suite and this beautiful paper is that you get 2 sheets of die cut shapes with it that you can use to accentuate your cards. And for this card, I have this really cute little van with a surfboard on top. And I'm just going to add some adhesive. And then I'm going to put this little guy right inside, kind of like he's driving down the road. All right, so there's the inside. Now on to the front. You can keep the front of your card as simple or as complex as you want. I have decided that since this is a little bit on the busy side, I'm really going to keep it simple. So I have a circle of early espresso. This is one of our layering circles. This is from the All That die set that is part of the He's the Man suite. And to that, I'm just going to add a stamp. This is Together for the Long Haul. I thought that went with my anniversary theme. So this is just going to get a quick stamp, like so. And I'm going to layer these together with my adhesive. I'm just using regular Stampin' Seal for this since I don't need it to be super strong, but you can use whatever you like. Got a little glue on my finger there. All right, now this would be cute, but I wanted a little something, so I decided to take some ribbon. This is some Early Espresso faux suede trim that I have, and I'm going to put some on the front of the card. I didn't want to do anything too fancy because it's a manly card, so I'm going to just trim 2 strips of this ribbon to go diagonally across the card. See, I want my angles to be in the same direction and just about the same length. I can always trim it up later. There we go. And so I was trying to figure out the best way to attach this, and what I decided to do is this. I'm going to take my adhesive, which is very persnickety this evening, and just put some right there on the middle of the card. And I'm going to lay my trim across it. Oop. Just like that. And then I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of this shape here. And this way, all that extra glue to make sure that ribbon stays in place is going to be covered up by my circle. Just like that. Now to finish this card, I'm going to take some of our rustic metallic adhesive back dots. I love these things. I need to order some more. You can tell I'm getting dangerously low here. And I'm just going to add some of these to the card for an accent. Let's see. There's small ones and larger ones. And it's going to pop a couple here and there. And then the front of the card will actually be all finished. And I just need to do the envelope. And for my envelope today, I decided to keep it very simple. I would have loved to have something with maybe just the camper on it, but we didn't have a stamp just for that, and I didn't feel like masking and doing a whole lot of fancy stuff. So I simply took a panel of my DSP to match. This is probably, it's a little bit longer, it might be 6 inches. And 2 1/4 inches wide. Typically my envelope flaps are just shy of 2 1/4, so this way I know I have a little extra. I'm going to grab my adhesive, and I try to get as close to the score line and the edge of the envelope as I can. And then a little bit down the middle for good measure. I don't want it peeling off the envelope. I line up one corner, line it up on that score line, and give it a nice press. And then grab my paper snips. You can see I've got some extra there on my envelope flap. And all I have to do is trim it off. If I have any overhang here on the flap, I'll cut that off as well. But I actually cut this one just about perfect. Got a little lucky there. All right, and so there is my envelope and my card ready to go. Excuse me. So you can see, very quick and easy way to showcase your designer series paper. And this technique is great for any occasion. I do have another manly card, and you'll see a lot of envelopes with the DSP flap tonight. I was in that kind of mood. So here's another one in the same suite with Hello Handsome on the front. Again, kept it really simple. And there is the inside. And as I said, great for any occasion. This one is a sympathy card, and I really let the Designer Series paper speak for itself on this one. It's a beautiful panel that we have. And I just kept it simple with one piece of ribbon and a tag. And then there's the inside. And as I mentioned, you can use different widths for your strips of Designer Series paper. If you even want to use them on the card, you can very easily leave them off. For example, this next card, I used our whale set. Kept the front very simple, and on the inside I just used stamps instead of Designer Series paper with a matching whale on the envelope. These cards are also great for holidays. Halloween is coming, and so I couldn't decide which side of the paper I wanted to use most, so I did one in each with our Bewitching stamp set and the matching punch that punches out this cute little hat. Kept the inside very simple, like that. And then, since I was on a holiday kick, I shifted over to Christmas and made this beautiful card. This really showcases this Designer Series paper. This is from our Boughs of Holly set, a stylish shape stitch circle that was cut out and then embossed with our Merry Medley embossing folder. Hopefully you can see those cute little music notes. Little Christmas tree, and there's little gold pearls here on the tree as well. Hopefully you can see those. And then here I used the widest strip of Designer Series paper. This is about 1.25 inches. I would not go any wider than this just because it would take up so much of the inside of your card, but it's really totally up to you. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this quick and easy card that will showcase your Designer Series paper and is great for any occasion. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel. You can click the notification bell and then you'll be notified each time I post a video. You can also follow me over on Facebook at The Faithful Stamper. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and happy crafting.